if you're eyeing a master's in management degree and France is on your shortlist, trust me, you're not alone. It's one of the most popular destinations for Indian and international students, and for good reason. But with rising tuition fees, shifting job markets, and post-study visa changes across Europe, the big question in 2025 is, does a MIM in France still give you strong ROI? And should you go all in, especially if you're investing 35 to 45 lakhs upfront? Let's unpack that. First, let's talk about who this degree is meant for. Most MIM programs in France, especially the top ones like HEC Paris, ESSEC, ESCP, and EDHEC, are designed for students who have just completed their, let's say, undergrad or have less than 2 years of full-time work experience. So if you're 21 to 25, fresh out of BCom, BBA, engineering, or any non-business degree and want to build a strong foundation in business, France is one of the most targeted destinations for you, right? And here is some good news. Many of these schools do not even require a GMAT or GRE. Schools like ESSEC and even HEC look more at your undergrad academics, your SOP, and your overall profile. That means if you're a strong student with a good story, you can stand out without needing to crack a high GMAT. Let's look at tuition and living costs, because that is where most students pause. Top 10 schools like HEC and ESSEC charge anywhere from 40 to 50,000 euros for the full program. That's roughly 36 to 45 lakhs, depending on exchange rates. ESCP is slightly lower, while public business schools and newer grand écoles can be significantly cheaper. Think under 20,000 euros in total, plus you will need a budget of 10 to 12,000 euros a year for living expenses in Paris or nearby. So yes, it is a big investment, but let's talk about what you get in return. Let's go straight into outcomes. According to HEC Paris, their MIM graduates make an average of 121,000 euros just 3 years after graduation. That is over 1 crore. ESSEC is also extremely competitive. Most students are placed within 3 to 6 months of graduating, with average starting salaries in the 45 to 60,000 euros range, and often doubling within 3 years. Even schools like EDHEC and NIOMA offer strong job placements, particularly if you are going into finance, marketing, or consulting. Now let's talk about who is hiring. Companies that recruit MIM students in France include McKinsey, Bain, BCG, Deloitte, Capgemini, L'Oreal, LVMH, Amazon, and BNP Paribas. And this is not just limited to Paris. You will find placement opportunities in London, Berlin, Dubai, and even Singapore, especially if you study at multi-campus schools like ESCP or pursue an exchange semester. Now, what about the actual curriculum? MIM programs in France are usually 2 years long, but many offer flexibility. For example, ESSEC has 2 formats, one that is 1 year intensive and another that spans 2 to 3 years with internships and international exchanges built in. HEC offers dual degrees with Yale and the National University of Singapore, plus specializations in finance, strategy, and entrepreneurship. The idea is to give you both academic depth and global exposure, which is critical when you are launching your career. Another underrated benefit of studying in France is the class profile. These schools are incredibly diverse. At ESSEC, you will find students from over 90 nationalities. That means the people you are working with in class projects and group discussions are future colleagues across countries. And that global mindset becomes a big asset when you start applying for jobs. Now the question that most Indian families ask, what about scholarships? France does not have as many Fulbright options as the US, but there are merit-based scholarships at almost every major MIM school. HEC offers excellence of scholarships, ESSEC gives need-based grants, and many programs collaborate with the French government to offer tuition waivers. If you are a woman in tech or let's say analytics, the ESSEC X DTICO scholarship for their DSBA track is still open this year. Plus, you can apply to external funding programs like the Charpak Masters Scholarship from the French Embassy and the I Feel Excellence scholarships for high-performing international students. And what happens after graduation? Do you get to stay and work in France? Well, yes you do. France offers a post-study visa called the ATS, which gives you 12 to 24 months after graduation to find a job. You do not need a job offer to apply at first, but once you do find work, you can transition into passport talent visa, which allows long-term residency and even leads to a PR track after a few years. In 2025, this route is still stable, especially compared to what we are seeing in countries like the UK and US right now. So who should seriously consider MIM in France this year? If you're a 22 to 25-year-old with a good academic record, want international work experience, and want to get into consulting, finance, or brand management, France is one of the best strategic moves you can make right now. You will get world-class education, strong ROI within 2 to 3 years, and access to Europe's job market, all with a more flexible visa setup than other countries. Let's say you're a student from Mumbai who just finished your BCom with a 3.5 GPA. You have done 2 internships, maybe in marketing and finance. You want to work in strategy or brand roles, and you are open to Europe or the Middle East. With a decent SOP and no GMAT, you could get into schools like ESSEC, EDHEC, or NEOMA. And you could be earning 50 to 70 lakhs within 3 years with under 40 lakhs total investment. That is the kind of career leap MIM in France can offer. So is MIM in France worth it in 2025? Yes, if you choose the right school, plan your finances well, and actively use the network and internship opportunities. Do not go in blindly. Look at schools with strong employment stats, a good brand in your target industry, and flexible visa support. And remember, MIM is not just about a degree, it's about launching your international career in the smartest and fastest way possible. If you are stuck between offers or need help deciding which school fits your goals, book a one-on-one consult with us using the link in the description. We will help you shortlist programs, review your SOP, and even advise you on scholarship and post-study job strategy. And if this video helped, like and subscribe, and tell me in the comments which French school is in your radar. We personally reply, and we can send you some resources or sample profiles to guide you next step.